Well, hey guys, welcome to Bowhunting Soul. Okay, so I'm out shooting today, kind of practicing, getting everything dialed in. This is the Mushin, right? Seen me shoot it before. This is the bow that I think I'm going to try and stick with as much as possible for this hunting season. But shown this before, this little zip tie. Okay, so as you know, on these handles, right on the grips, I put on this rubber grip, right? You can use bicycle inner tube, or you can use it's called Sure Grip. 3 Reverse Archery sells it. Same thing as bicycle inner tube, basically. And then this zip tie, this idea courtesy of Jason Samkowiak, right? Great addition, right? So especially on something that doesn't have much of a shelf, right? If you don't have this sucker on here, right, it's easy for this to fall off, right? Especially in the wind, or if it's, you know, knocking around or whatever. I mean, there's not much of a shelf there. So this is a fantastic idea. This, you just put a little, you know, length of zip tie, right? Like a little short zip tie. And you can put a stick or a twig or anything else in there. I think I posted a picture a couple of years ago of a Twizzler that was in there too. As long as your handle is straight enough and not curved out too much, you know, like a pistol grip, you can actually use this. I can use it on my elk art too. It doesn't work as good, but it's in there. Anyway, so I've been doing this because it works. It's fantastic. I love it. But then, you know, the idea was that, how would this affect flight if I accidentally forgot to push this down, right? Basically, you know, this is the safety off, safety on, you know, safety off, okay? What if I forgot to, in the heat of the moment or something like that, push that down? That's the idea. I mean, you can take it out, you can kind of flick it out of the, you know, you can pull it out of the way and toss it or whatever if it's a twig. But what if you forgot this? Is it going to affect arrow flight? Because remember, your arrow has to kind of go around and curve around the riser, right? And if it can't do that, is it really going to affect anything at bow hunting ranges, at traditional bow hunting ranges? Let's say 10 yards, 15 yards and in. Is it really going to be that big a deal? The answer is not really. I've been shooting it at 10 yards here, and I don't have a tripod here, so I apologize for that. I just kind of thought of doing this video as I was doing this. This bow tunes really well. It flies really well. What this does is, if I forget this, is if obviously it doesn't allow the arrow to flex outboard at all, and it ends up shooting a little bit stiff, okay? But again, it's good to know what your bow will do in certain situations. I'm gonna try and set this up. You're on a target bale over here that you're sitting on. I'm gonna try and set this up, hopefully, and then you can maybe see what I'm talking about here. Okay, hold on a sec. You fell. You fell down when I hit it. But there you go. I don't know if you could see the arrow flight on that or not. I'm gonna take a couple more. Get rid of these spider webs. Ugh, gross. All right, I'm gonna take a couple more here, and maybe you can see the arrow flying. It is stiff. It does make, you know, it does hit this thing a little bit, and, you know, the feathers go by it, make a little bit of noise. But let's take a couple more shots. All right, so it didn't move this at all, right? That's the position that it was in. I could hear it go by, but I mean, that's, I don't know, 2 inches, right? That was it, not 2 inches, sorry, man, like, 2.5, whatever. So that was at 12 yards, 11, 12 yards, something like that. So anyway, point of this is shoot the bow with, I don't know, whatever is going to be different on your bow. You know what I mean? Kind of account for contingencies. This thing is great. I love this idea. It's fantastic. I love the grip on it. I love doing the grip. I like this. It really helps in a tree, or even if you're just walking around, like even if you're ground hunting and then you just kind of, you know, how many times have you leaned your bow against the tree, and then of course it wants to swing around to the low side, right? Because that's, we all know what we're talking about. And then, you know, the arrow hits the tree, comes around, hits the tree and falls off. Well, this kind of helps hold it, right? Love that idea. But again, I guess I'd never shot it that way. I was wondering, yeah, you know, what if I forget? What if I forget to bring that thing down? Is it really going to matter? Is it really going to matter at close range? Now, I don't know. I mean, obviously it flew stiff. It's not perfect. Broadheads are going to affect it, but you know, close range, if you forget, it's not the end of the world, at least with this bow. So the way I shoot. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Season is right around the corner. So like, share, and subscribe, please. That's really important. And good luck to you guys. All right, shoot your stuff.